Welcome to Golem Productions. I want my Golem Productions. I want it. All right, so let's this is what I want to talk about. Give an update on our golems. Kind of give you like a imaginary guided tour. So take your plastic toys, any favorite figure, posable or ones that didn't bend, and you'll have a different way to play with them. Again, we're working with sound, engineered sound, and engineered light. And we're crossing wires, just like synesthesia. So it's a synesthetic application into the world. It's basically what goes on in here, we bring out there. So so basically sound is seen. That's where we can write the script. And that's how we fill the mold. And the image that we create is filled by sound and light. That's how we're going to get the Golem Action Figures. Again, extemporaneous, kind of like on the spot. Again, this is something that I want to talk about. This may not interest you. You may not like to play with toys. Perhaps you have a big bank account and you don't care. Perhaps, political power is your aspiration. For me, power comes with knowledge of the above. So we're going to have sound, and light is going to be heard. So we're going to basically hear different levels of light through a prism. So you basically have a reflected prism, boom, like that. So we can actually measure I get it mixed up. So light is heard and sound is seen. Just think SS. Sound is seen. SS. Yeah, he's got the SS system. Sound is seen. Sound is seen and light is heard. That's an easy way to remember it. And it's a good way to get into Holocaust studies too. SS, I wouldn't be a good soldier. Like, what you yelling at me for? Then, and you might want some kind of training at home. You may want, let's say, Sergeant Slaughter. Or you may want to be, motivated. Maybe you don't know how to motivate yourself. Or maybe when you do, it doesn't last, like next day. And you got to start up that mental engine. Maybe you don't even have a framework. Maybe you don't even care. The art of not giving a schmuck. I haven't read it. Everybody's a critic, right? Did he make money? I hate it. Oh, he's trying to make it? Yeah, I'll give him a shot. Yeah, he's a good guy. You see where I'm going with this? Business people, the art of selling. Nobody's selling anything anymore. So I sold. We sold black people. We were good at it. You got $1, and this one from the anyway. So if you need that kind of entertainment at home, and you need things to own, have we got a line for you? A lot of southern applications. You catch you understand? So you want to be playing, the South is going to rise. You said what? You said what to who and to what? Nah, you ain't going to do that again. Get over you. So, all my Southern brothers, we're here from the North. And so you might have, a different line, They don't have to all be friends either. You could have, again, it's just back and forth between you and a golem. They have levels of construction and deconstruction. And then we're going to make it. How can we play with a 4-inch G.I. Joe or a He-Man type, or even a Lion-O? And they were big, plastic, didn't bend. But we want to play with handheld toys. So remember the things that, snap or the bop, whatever they're called, the little explosives, the snaps, I guess. Now, that snap, that sound is seen. Just like that. so they can snap when they're building. So that snap is going to be the start of how we build these action figures. So you can take, let's say like a Lego piece that has an emission, and bam, I want to do it with magic. How am I going to do the magic trick? I'll show you. Bear with me. Is it worth the wait, people? Is it worth the wait? Is it worth the wait? Is it worth the wait? This is sugar. But to you, you can hear it. It makes a distinct sound. We're just going to categorize it like that. I'll have my assistant over there make the assignments. And we're going to get my little nifty little scarf. I have to see. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to be wasteful. But when we actually make the recipe, we're gonna handwrite the recipe. Then we're going to use regular stuff, and this is going to be like the first action figure, and boom, into existence. That'll be the magic trick. Yes, there is a formula, and there are a series of reactions, Hebrew reactions. We're looking at tethering all of them to the weekly parsha. It's a perpetual. The Torah is in perpetuity. Is there any disagreement among rabbis? There is a level where the Torah is in perpetuity. It means like it never ceases to exist. It's always in perpetuity. Just like, when you see a Jewish person, I don't know who, like the Rebbe, oh, the peace upon him, shalom, shalom. So like that. So if there is somebody davening in perpetuity, they become totally absorbed by the Torah. So we're doing the Golem Action Figures, and this is a creative way. We might have the magic ones too, but what happens when the magic runs out? So how do you play with an existing system? Well, there we're going to look at energy levels, how we can take a figure and smush it, and it just springs back up in its structured form. And is it going to be tethered to this little piece? What if you lose the piece? These are all questions. How big is the piece? What is he talking about? Is there going to be a battery? How is it powered? How big is it? Just going to, is it like a stick of dynamite? And boom, all of a sudden you got your genie at home. Maybe we'll have it in that. Maybe that's how it's going to be. I'm going to sell sticks of dynamite with the powder and the equation, and just heat is a series. So you take it and be like, hey, Rabbi, and then boom. That's how it is. Let the light, that's the cool blue Sephiroth light, which you're experiencing with high overtones. This is the scale of justice. Where is Israel? Which way is it going to tip? Which way should we make it tip? Israel, the Lord is upon thee and is about to judge thee. Israel, the Lord is upon thee. Elohim, Israel, the living God, Hashem Eloheinu, Israel. All right, so that's a first. Hopefully I didn't, disturb the peace. Entertainment, right? All right, I'm going to cut this out and then just wait for the police, because that's how I feel when I'm performing. Because it's not like I'm playing a bass guitar, slapping my bass. It's not like I'm slapping my bass, waking up the whole neighborhood or anything. I'm singing praises to, I'm done. I don't need no mic. I don't need to drop nothing. I don't go, I got nothing. All right, Golem Productions. How long was that? It's only 10 minutes. People will sit through this. Oh, did I say everything about the toys? Let me make sure I got them. So stick of dynamite, boom, springs up, and then it might kind of be like, energizer battery while it lasts. Or we might have a separate base system that it has to crawl to get there. Otherwise, it's on a timer. Otherwise, it expires and, it's like how you die in a video game. Okay? Now you're starting to get the picture. I get it. It's golems. That's where the Torah takes me. The golems. So we could have a base. If it doesn't make it to a base, it doesn't get recharged. It's like having your phone. You leave it out, it dies. Same thing, okay? Those of you who are grasping concepts, great. So we might just turn it on and it's on, and you have a limited time to get it to home base. So we can fuel. Excuse me. Golem Productions. Hello? Okay. I'm done. This is what happens. You get a phone call, and it sounded like AI. It was a recorded person. Whatever it was. Just invaded my world. We try not to internalize, but externalize. I'm just kidding. Big deal. So we're gonna have like a base station, and it's like your golem's on a timer. It's like you have how much time to play, something like that. So you can hide it, you can have fun with it too. What happens when it poof? Like with all toys, it returns to dust. When you need to make more, just put it on, the molding station and watch the creative forces come to play. And we're still working on all the forces, but it's gonna, it's gonna be there. I'm doing a lot of work. This is all from me. All original insights, Torah, all the time. If you want to have a gorilla in your backyard, you can. Just have a big gorilla just patrolling your backyard, That means you're getting too close. Whatever. Oh, about the toy gun, any updates? I think I did it, I showed a lot with Duke's laser rifle, how it sounds. I even remember talking about how the birds make a sound. So it's already, one of the sounds that the birds make is gonna be linked up, so it's to the Golem gun. So that's how I took it. I extracted it from a bird's chirping. And it was like waxing Duke's gun. When they're running, it's like, something like that. But now let me talk about Israeli's Uzi. A new way to get your kids to bed. I'm gonna get yourself, and get your kids to bed. Why does it have to always be like, solemn? It's just, you have an Uzi at home and it just fires like it. So it's basically the same thing, but when you hold it, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm holding death. Okay, all the metal that it feels like death. This is not. This is like a lively toy, it'll vibrate, but it's going to be authentic. We're going to have refined parts. I don't want it to look too plasticky. I don't want it to be like, it's something like, yeah, this is kind of like settle for the next best thing. When in Arabs, they're like, AK-40, all the time, it's the AK. So we want to do the same thing, but we do it at home without the damage. And so I gave you some insights into the Golem Action Figures, how they're going to be played. And even some of them will have like that crushable form, and they spring back up with the level. So they have all that. So do they emit their own frequencies? Are they cancerous? No, because we're protected already. Golem Productions.